It's Storytime Tea. That's me, and today I'm here to tell you a story about a dream. Yeah, this story is not something that actually happened to me. It was really in my dream, and I was like, I'm going to tell everybody because it was so real. Alright, so most people, they have dreams, they wake up, they don't remember what happened, or they don't even dream, right? So this dream, this happens to me often. At least once a month, I get a dream where it's just like so real that it feels like it happened in my past. It feels like it's something that actually happened to me. But it'd be so crazy that it couldn't have been real. It'd be so random that it couldn't have been real, but it just feel real. And so I was just like, I'm gonna tell y'all. So basically, in this dream, I wake up, I'm in the bed, right? And I don't know where I am, but also I know that I'm home. Like when I wake up, I know in my head, I'm at home, I'm waking up in my bed, but it's not like where I live now. And so I'm just like, all right. And so I just get up, I go in the kitchen, I make something to eat. And then somebody come in the house, and it's, it's like one of my good friends. And I'm just like, is this a dream or is this real? And so they come in, and then they give me a hug, and I'm just like, am I woke? But like I knew I was asleep, but it was just like, I don't know. And so we just go outside and we like go to work. Like apparently we work together. So we go to work, and when we at work, everybody like kind of got on similar fits. Like we were color coordinated. And so it was just like everybody had on like pale colors that day. And we all left work, and then we all had dinner together, and then we left the building, and then we appeared back home. And so that's when I was just like, all right, it's a dream because I shouldn't have appeared anywhere. But yeah, so we appeared back home, and then like that same thing happened like 3 times in a row. So basically the dream was just showing me a routine of my life, everything that I did. And then I woke up. And when I woke up, I was just like, oh snap, that was a crazy dream. Went out about my day, like my regular day, and then I went back to sleep. And when I woke up, I was back in the fake home with my with my friend. And it was just like, oh hey. And then he was like, oh yeah, we should do this, this, and that. And I'm like, okay. And so I'm just like, was the dream that I had like fake life and this is real life, or like what? And so I was just so confused. And so we go to work. We all color coordinated again. That day we all had on like burgundy and like green, and it was just so random. And so we went to work. We got on the elevator, and we all had these wristbands on. Like each employee had on a wristband. Well, everybody in the building had on a wristband. And the wristband lets you off at certain floors depending on like your clearance, right? So me and my friend is like low level clearance. And we get on the elevator with this other girl, low level clearance. We all get off the elevator at the same spot to go eat. We all ate in like this big cafeteria, so all the workers was there. And at the end of the day, we went home. Like we all went home. But all the employees lived in like the same like apartment type get together. Like we all lived in the same space. And then I'm just like, this is weird, because like why do we all live here? And like I hadn't noticed the other time when I went to sleep. And so I'm just like, yo, what is going on? And so we go into work the next day. And I'm like offering my boss to get on the elevator with me, and he didn't get on the elevator with me. And I'm like, yo, that's mad weird. Like, why you don't want to get on the elevator with me? And then I noticed that like every time people with higher clearance was trying to get on the elevator, they wouldn't get on the elevator with the regular people, right? And so I'm like, yo, what is going on? It was so random. And so we go about our days. I've been in this dream. I done went to sleep 5 times in this dream, and each time I woke back up, and we was all color coordinated again, and we was all going to the same job, like telemarketing or something. I don't even know. We was in our little cubicles. We was all going to the same job. We was all eating together in the same cafeteria for all 3 meals. Well, 2 meals because we ate breakfast at home. But home was not home. So, yeah. All 3 meals we eating together. And so then I go to get on the elevator again. My boss don't get on with me. I'm like, all right, this is weird. But this day, it was a dinner party or something. So we all like went to changing rooms. Instead of going home and coming back to work, we went to changing rooms. And we all changed into our little gowns and all this other stuff. And then after that, we met up in like the little cafeteria spot that we usually go to. But it was like decked out. It was like disco balls, all this other stuff. So everybody getting drunk. We still wearing these little wristband watches joints. Like it's like, they look like little Fitbits or something. It's like little Apple Watches or something. But like, they didn't come off. They didn't have the little piece on the back. They didn't come off. Like they just was waterproof and they was on you. It's like you could adjust it to widen, but it still wouldn't come off your wrist somehow. I don't know. It's like if you wanted to wash it, you like move it up your arm and then you wash that part of your arm and you put it back. Like it was so weird. And so everybody getting drunk. I didn't drink. My friend drunk. And me, him, and like my boss got on the elevator, right? As I told you, the higher ups did not get on the elevators with us. Because like each level, you had to have clearance for a certain level that you was going to or whatever. And so we get on the elevator with him and he like passes out. Like he just falls on the floor, he just passes out, he's drunk. And so I wanted to see what was on the other floors. Because I'm just like, I feel like you're not getting on the elevator with us because then more floors would be available. And what if we click the wrong one and we see something we're not supposed to see? That's what I felt like. So of course I'm being nosy. I'm like, all right, let's see. And so like each floor had a different color on it. And like your wristband was the color of the floors that you could go on or whatever. So like my wristband was like red and his was blue. And so the red one, you could go to floor 1, you could go to floor 2, and you can go to floor 4. Floor 4 was where the cafeteria was. And so we was on floor, but 3 is his color. He had blue, and his was, you could go to 3, you could go to 5 and 6. So I'm just like, I want to know what's on there. And there was only 10 floors. I was like, I want to know what's on there. And so we go to floor 5, and then it was like just pitch black when we opened the elevator. And I was just like, that's mad weird. And so then we went to floor 6 and it was pitch black with like a flickering light way in the distance, right? And I'm just like, yo, what is going on? Because like if you go to any of the floors that my clearance had, like it was always lights on or whatever, even if we wasn't on the floor working or whatever, because like the second floor was like the working floor or something like that. So yeah, even if we wasn't working, the lights were still on. So I'm just like, what is going on? And so the light just flickering in the back. And then, like, it's enough light for me to see that something is coming towards me at, like, a fast pace. And it get closer and it's big. And I'm like, what? And so I'm clicking the button trying to close the elevator. Yeah, I was so scared. I was just like, this is real life. This is real life. I'm going to die if I don't click this. And then my friend drunk just sitting there in the corner like, whoa. Like, everything is a game. I'm like, bro, we about to die. And so it closed up just in time. But I, like, saw the face. And I don't know if y'all watch anime, but like on this one episode of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I think, whatever. So it was this little animal. I don't even remember what they called it. Chimera. It was a chimera. It looked like the chimera with the dog one. Yo, it looked scary though because like the teeth was teething. And there was aggression in the eyes and it got so close and I'm like, bro, what? I really thought it was just going to open the doors back up. I was so scared it was just going to open the doors back up. And so I'm just clicking the button like 4 trying to hurry up and get out of there. Y'all, I was so scared. And so we go back to 4. And then the guy that was like basically dead on the elevator, just straight sleep, knocked out. He woke up and he was just like, hey, how long have I been on this elevator? And I'm just like, oh, we just got here. You just got on here just now. Like I was about to snitch on myself or like ask him what that was that came out of the darkness because I don't know, y'all. So I was just like, all right. We just going to drop him back off on that floor. So we just pushed him out of the elevator. And then we went back to floor 1 so that like we could go home. And they were just like, oh no, like you've moved on to the next part of your process. You don't go home anymore. You live in like this little mansion that's like next door to this building right here. And I'm just like, what do y'all mean by that? Like, I was just so scared because I was just like, maybe they seen me see the thing, and now that I'm trying to leave out of the building, like, because it was guards at the door every day. I meant to say that. It's guards at the door every day, letting everybody in and out because you had to scan your little thing in order to get in. And so the guards was telling me that, no, I was going to this little place, and I'm just like, they going to euthanize me. I was like, they know that I seen something I wasn't supposed to see, and they about to take me out because my friend seen it, but like he ain't see it for real because he was drunk. And so I'm just like, they gonna spare him and they just gonna take me out, and he gonna wake up the next morning and I'm just not gonna be there. I was like, yo, I don't want to die. I was just like, the next step, and they just like, yeah, because you've been doing so well and da da da, so we want to reward you, and so like you in the basic homes, and so we gonna move you to the better homes, and you getting more clearance or whatever. And so it's like for the upper floors past the other ones. And so I got in my head, I was just like, all right, maybe the floors work like, you know, the regular little workers, and then the little doctors, and then the people that got the money for real. And so that's how it was in my head or whatever. And we will always be selling like medicine, I guess. And I just was like, what if this medicine that we selling to these people is like experimental? And like, what if that thing that I saw in there was like one of the people we done sold this medicine to? I was just thinking big in my head, like, like really like, what's going on here? I'm trying to know the whole story, but at the same time, I don't want to die. But then I was just like, this is a dream, right? But then also I was scared that it wasn't a dream. And so I was like, all right, I'm not going to risk my life too much because if I actually die, it's going to be crazy. So they told me I had more clearance or whatever. I was like, all right. And so it's now I could go to like floor 1, 2, 4, and like 7 or something. And so I was like, all right. And so they moved me up. I went to floor 7 the first time by myself. And my best friend wasn't there. Only I got more clearance. I didn't know what that was about, and I was scared because I was just like, they're definitely gonna take me up here, and then I'm gonna end up like one of the Camaras, and I'm gonna be mad. And so I went up there, and they wanted me to have this meeting with this man, and he was like talking about all these jobs that I can have and all this other stuff, and then he brought up the fact that I was on the wrong floor. He was just like, so, you know, there's cameras in the elevators and there's cameras on each floor. And I was like, oh. He was just like, so yeah, we saw you go to a floor that you wasn't supposed to go to. And I was just like, yeah, see, like, I accidentally clicked that one. I didn't mean to click that one. It was by accident. And it was just like, all right, so look, what did you see? I was just like, I don't really know because I was so drunk that I just can't even remember. And it was like, you know how we told you we have cameras everywhere? We saw you take 2 shots. You was not drunk. I was just like, no, my body different. My body built different. I was drunk. And he's just like, no, I don't think so. And then like these men came in from behind me. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is it, I'm gonna die. And so he was just like, so we just want you to know more about like how everything is set up, but we're gonna just give you time. You know, you can just like write in a diary of your recollections of what you think you saw and da 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 da. And I'm just like, yo, this is a setup. And so like they kept me overnight like a patient or something. But it was like I was in a cool room, like I was in a regular room. But I just was like, I know it's cameras in here and I know y'all watching me. And I know whatever I write in this book, like y'all is gonna commit me. Because like during the thing, like I had seen like 2 people get committed. I don't even know what it was for. Like they just was like, oh, she's leaving now. And I'm like, what do you mean she's leaving now? I'm just like, I'm like, what you mean she's leaving? And then it was just like people were like kind of disappearing. And I'm like, so maybe this is what happened to these people that disappeared. And I'm about to be next on their list. And so I wrote down, I was just like, oh, I seen a shadow. That's all I said. I said, oh, I went on the wrong floor and it was like the lights was off and I seen a shadow. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember anything else. Nope. I was a little too drunk and it was a shadow. And so I gave my little papers to the man the next day and everything like that. And they try and feed me all good. I'm like, this is the best food I ever had here. Y'all really about to kill me. Y'all just trying to give me my last meal and that's crazy. And so I was so upset and I didn't get to see my friend the whole time. And I was just like, they really gonna kill me, and then tell him that I decided to leave. I'm just like, what is happening right now? And so I went and had another little meeting with a little psych person, and then they was just like, oh, we just wanted to give you a different position. And I'm like, all right. And they was like, yeah, we're gonna keep you on floor 7. And I'm like, all right. And so they just like, yeah, we just want to show you something real quick. And so then they put me in the mirror, y'all, and I was the Camara. I don't know what they did to me while I was asleep. But I woke up thinking that I was like talking regularly and doing everything regularly. And the whole time, like, I was the Camara. They turned me into a Goober Gopper. Like, bro, I was real, like, I would see me and I would be brown and I would be a regular person. But when I looked in the mirror, that's not what I saw. I saw the thing that came at me that one day. And so I was just like, I don't know what this means for me. And then I woke up. And then I woke up and I was mad. I was so mad. Because I'm just like, bro, what even happened? Like, what? Like, I was so confused. Like, everything was just so wild. I was just like, I don't even understand what even happened in that dream. And like, the dream was so long. Like, that was I only had 2 dreams that night. Usually I have like 3 or 4. I had 2 dreams because that dream was so long that I didn't get a chance to get another dream. After that, I just woke up. I just woke up. And I was in my regular bed in my regular house, and I was just like, okay, it was a dream. I knew it was a dream, but it was a dream. And I'm not a Camara. I looked in the mirror like so quick. I got out of bed so quick. It was just like, all right, I'm not mixed. I'm not mixed. I'm not mixed. I was like, bro, I do not want to be a dog girl. A girl dog. I don't want to be it. And I was so scared. Like, my heart was pumping so fast when I first got up because I just knew that I was still an experiment. So, yeah. That's it, y'all. I just wanted to tell y'all the wild dream that I had. Like, other dreams that I've had have had more details and have had, like, more stuff going on in it. But that was literally the dream that I had yesterday. So, I was just like, oh, yeah, let me tell y'all this dream. It's like one of those dreams where it's just like, you're going to remember it for a long period of time, but not forever. I have some forever dreams. I have like 3 forever dreams. And I probably will tell you at some point in time. But, yeah. For me, story time Tish. The tea is over. Peace.